Hi folks, this is Maud again and welcome to your TRX Yoga. I am very excited to teach this class because the TRX is actually an unconventional yoga tool or yoga equipment. I don't know a lot of yogis who actually look to use the TRX as part of their yoga class, but we're trying to be, unconventional here, kind of outside the mold. And so the TRX is an excellent suspension tool that you've seen probably in the gyms around the world. And so if you don't have a TRX, there are other suspension equipment, suspension tools. There's the RIP 360, there's the yoga hammock, the yoga trapeze. Whatever substitute you have, just make sure that the handles, that there are handles at the end of your suspension tool so that your hands can go on them. For this practice, I have the top of my yoga mat right underneath my TRX, and my hand handles are actually sort of at the same height here as the front of my hip. So right here, my hip flexor. So just make your adjustments there. That way when I cue you to do things, your TRX may not be too long or too short, or longer or shorter than mine, and we both can be on the same page. Otherwise, we're gonna stand here. We're gonna start on our feet. And we're just gonna hold the TRX here low with our hands, and find a nice sort of stance here with the feet underneath the hips. And so the TRX would be kind of an arm's length away from you. So the knees are really hip width apart, toes pointing forward. Find your nice standing pose, engaging the glutes to extend those hips. Find a nice posture right here, finding the breath first. Inhale. And then exhale. Relaxing shoulders, relaxing the face. One more breath like that. Inhale. And then as you exhale, you push your hips back. Send your arms forward. We're going to call these the Superman. Every time we push our arms forward and our hands are on the handles, we're going to call that a Superman arms. But the hips are back. And try to find some opening here in the back of the legs, the back of the body. Inhale, slowly stand. Push into those handles. Squeeze your glutes. Exhale, find your halfway lift. Open up the backs of the legs. Push your hips back. Find length in the spine. Soften the back of the neck. Inhale, slowly stand. Engage the glutes. Toes are pointing forward-ish. Whatever makes you feel comfortable in your stance. Slowly come up. One more time, just like that. Inhale. Exhale, slowly push into those handles. Beautiful. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, push into those handles. Slowly come into this fold, halfway fold. And then slowly open up the right arm to the right. Keep the hips to the back. Rotating this shoulder. And slowly find center. We'll do that on the left side as well. Inhale to open up. Exhale to find your center. Try not to crane your neck, guys. Find softness in the back of the neck all the time. Inhale, open up. Exhale, find your center. Inhale, open up. Exhale, find your center. Be soft in those knees. One more time on each side. Inhale. And then exhale. Engage the belly. Inhale. And exhale, slowly come up. Push into those handles. Lean back. Hold the handles. And try not to push your hips forward around the spine too much. Find this nice middle space. I am engaging my glutes, and my toes are spread on the mat, and I'm really trying to activate my latissimus dorsi here, muscles underneath the armpits and the sides of the ribs. Inhale, find this row, so point your elbows to the back, chest forward, and then slowly exhale, release. Not rounding the spine, or not pushing your hips forward. Find that middle spot. Integrate. Inhale, find that row. Exhale. This is us sort of doing a chaturanga on the ground. Inhale. Take a straight line. Exhale. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale. And we're going to do a flow out of this. So inhale, find the top of the row. Exhale, Superman hinge forward. You've been here before. Inhale, open up the right arm. Exhale, find your center, Superman. Inhale, left arm. Exhale, Superman. Slowly push into those TRX handles. Lean back, pause. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, lean back. Find your center. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, forward fold, Superman. Inhale, open up the right arm. Exhale, find this center. One more time. Inhale, left. Exhale. Slowly push against those handles. Lean back. Trust yourself to catch yourself. Find your center. Inhale, renegade row. Exhale, slowly find your center. How are those lats, guys? One more time. Inhale. And then exhale, slowly find your Superman. Then in the Superman, we're just going to sway the body left and right. I love the Superman. It opens up the back body, keeps the arms suspended. That means I have to ignite my serratus anterior, my latissimus dorsi, these muscles that truly help me remind myself not to round my spine and stay integrated in the shoulders. Stay strong in the shoulders as well. And then slowly come up. Beautiful. Join both handles together, and then I'm going to try and mirror you. So this would be your right hand. And we're going to come into triangle pose. So this would be your your right foot out and your left toes turned in. Find a nice distance in your triangle pose. Your right hand is on the bottom of those handles. You can find this nice cushion handle in the TRX or at the bottom, totally up to you. Lengthen that right arm. And as we inhale, send the hips to the left, and then lift your left arm up. And the right arm is going to press down into the handle. We're going to use it as leverage to point the tailbone towards your left heel and really open up the chest. Inhale, press against the handle. Slowly come up. Beautiful. Find that nice triangle pose. Try not to lock that right knee, guys. Keeping this quad alive and awake. And then slowly exhale, press. One more time, find your triangle. Open up the chest. Then you can bend that right leg before you come up. This time we're going to find a nice warrior. So find a nice stance with the left arch aligned with the right heel. We're just going to bend that right leg and just use the arms to lengthen out. So we're just holding on to those handles. Drop your left hand down, lift your right arm up. Find this weight in the TRX as you slowly lift your arm up and you're kind of pulling the handle towards your left side, finding length and opening over in your right side. Breathe. And slowly find your warrior two. Nothing changes in the legs. And then hold the handle with both hands. Step towards the top of the mat. And maybe do some hip circles, whatever sort of releasing, neutralizing movement you have. I'm going to have to turn my back away from you for this. And so this time, whichever side that you didn't do, we're going to step this time, this would be my left foot. And then my left toes are turned in, my right toes are turned out. Just remember which side you didn't do. And remember, we're doing triangle pose here. So one of the hands, for my case, this is my right hand. I'm sending my hips all the way to the left, lengthening my right arm, and I'm lifting my left arm up. Engage that right quad. Engage the quad of that front leg. Inhale, press against the TRX and come up. A lot of core is sort of required here. Slow as you go. Point your tailbone towards the back heel. Open up the chest and breathe. And then slowly press down on the handle. One more time. Inhale. Send the hips all the way out to the opposite wall. We're not rounding that spine. Open up the chest and then slowly come down here to center. Beautiful. My back is still turned towards you, but bend that leg that's right underneath the handle Stack your shoulders on top of those hips and find your nice warrior two here, just holding on to the handle. This time my right leg is deeply bent. Maybe you're on the other side. Pointing the tailbone down. Long and strong. On the next inhale, dropping the left hand down, lifting the right arm up, and using the TRX as a gauge to how far I can go over to the other side, opening my right side this time. Try not to hold the breath. Inhale. Send the TRX as far to the other side as you can. And then exhale, find warrior two. Cartwheel the arms, hold both handles, and slowly come to the top of your mat. We're going to do an Apanasana flow, or stork flow. So I want you guys to really step your left foot in the space underneath the TRX, but not directly underneath it, maybe a foot behind it. So you can watch where I am. And so in this stork pose, I'm going to start with lifting my right leg up. I'm going to sit my right hip down. I hope you do too. I love it when I wake up the toes, but it's not a requirement. And try not to lean back. So push against the handles. Use that for balance. Inhale. And as you exhale, slowly Superman the arms, warrior three. Soften that left knee. Inhale, press against the handle. Use it as leverage to come up in your Apanasana. Exhale slowly, warrior three. This is a supported but suspended warrior three. It's a beautiful experience. One more time. Inhale, Apanasana. Exhale, warrior three. Superman the arms. Breathe. 2, 1. Slowly come up in your Apanasana or stork pose. And then exhale, lower. Again, sway the hips. Loosen up the body, but keep the hands on the handles so you don't lose connection with your crop of the day. And this time, find the time, place your right foot in the center line, not directly underneath, but maybe a foot behind. Press against those handles, palms are facing down. Always, guys, when you're standing up, the glutes are engaged. This time, left leg lifts. This right glute med, the glute muscle in the side of the body, ignites. And then the knees right in front of those hips. Find a nice stance here. Drop your left hip down. Find that seat. And then slowly lengthen the left leg back. Softening the right knee, Superman the arms. And again, like you want to shut the door behind you gently. And then inhale, slowly stand up. Find your Apanasana pose. Drop the left hip down. Inhale, lengthen, Superman the arms. Be patient with this journey. And then exhale, slowly come right back up. Beautiful. One more time. Inhale, Superman the arms. Exhale, slowly come right back up. And place the left foot down. We're going to come into intense leg stretch using the TRX. So find that center line again with the left foot. Be a foot away from the handles, and then step your right foot back. And you're not placing the foot right behind the left foot, kind of in this train tracks right here, kind of the same width as your hips, just allowing the pelvis to be in that neutral square space. Dropping the right heel down. Let's start here upright. So inhale right here. And then exhale, slowly Superman the arms, but send your hips back. And try not to lock that front knee. Lengthen the back of the neck. Engage your anterior core, the abdominal muscles. Lift it away from the floor a little bit. Always zipping through that midline from the pubic bone to the collarbone. It's called intense leg stretch. This is pretty intense. 1 more inch forward with the hands, maybe 1 more inch back with the hips. Maybe. Even if it's a millimeter, you're doing the work. Inhale, slowly come right back up. And then step the right foot in. Find your nice placement here of the foot. You kind of know some proprioception, kind of reading the space that you have, which one is more comfortable to you and how far you need to be. Step your left foot back. Drop your left hip down. Drop your left heel down. And now you're going to lengthen the right leg. We're going to start here upright, squeezing the left glute. Inhale. And as you exhale, send the hips back, lengthen the arms forward. Inhale, slowly rise. Exhale, slowly, hips back, arms forward, using that recognition of two opposing forces to lengthen the body. How's that belly, guys? Engage the core. Inhale. Exhale, hips back. Try not to lock that knee. Beautiful. One more time. Inhale. And then exhale. Beautiful. If you have a TRX, grab on the loose ends right here. We're going to find Bananasana. We usually do this on the floor, right? We crawl our feet to the right side, and then their hands kind of follow. But this time we're just going to lean towards the TRX. So long hands right here. If you want to shorten your TRX, do so. I kind of don't want to because I don't want to spend a lot of time here. So nice length right here is that I'm grabbing my TRX and my arms are a little bit loose. I'm going to sort of poke my elbow to the mat or to the ground before I lengthen out. And then I'm going to drop my hip over to the other side. There's definitely some tension here. And then lift my opposite arm up. This foot is really trying to dig towards the mat. Open up your armpit towards me. Lift up the arms. Find this engagement over here at the side of the body. And then slowly come back up. Beautiful. On the other side, I'm going to have to turn my back towards you. Again, a good measure would be that the arms are loose, holding the bottom handles of the TRX. And then I'm going to pull the TRX, point my elbow towards the mat. I can't talk today. Before I lean my body, and then lengthen my arm towards the TRX. Inhale the opposite arm and find this banana shape on the other side. This foot is really trying to glue into the mat. One side feels a crunch, one side feels a length. Inhale. And then exhale, slowly come back to center. And then pause. Now we're going to get into chair pose. And I love practicing my chair using the TRX because it's very humbling. So a good distance right here would be walk all the way back. You can grab the very loose ends of the TRX, or I kind of like the cushioned part of the TRX. And then as I'm grabbing my TRX, my arms are a little bit loose, so it's not long. And I'm going to find this nice angle right here where my feet are underneath my hips, squeezing my glutes. Inhale right here. And as you exhale, shift your hips back. And then pull against the handles, find your nice chair pose. And it's easy to dump in the lower spine here because you're feeling a pull with this tool. So it's your job to reorganize the belly and zip it up, which allows some space in the lower back to happen. Toes are pointing forward. Find length in the back of the neck, softness in the face. Inhale right here. And then exhale slowly. Come up. If you want to shift a little bit farther towards that, let's do it. Sure, I'm about 2 inches farther than where I used to be. Just to kind of see any change, any tweaks that might make your experience different. Inhale right here. Exhale, slowly shift the hips back. We always say drop your weight to your heels, but I always say drop your weight to your entire foot. Spreading the toes, feel that ground force reaction, man. I mean, why just leave it to the heels, right? Now organize the belly, open up the lower back, and do not death grip on the TRX, just hold on to it. Now how are the muscles underneath the armpits and the side of the body? Engage them. Help strengthen the shoulders. Inhale. And then exhale. Slowly lower. Then we're going to find our way down to our knees. I'm actually going to find my way from with my hips towards my heels. And I have this certain grip where I'm interlacing my fingers together and joining the handles together. And I'm about, a foot away from the TRX. I'm just going to use it, interlacing my fingers. Instead of rounding my spine, I'm going to engage my serratus, engage the muscles underneath my armpits to kind of pull my heart forward. Finding length in the back of the neck. This is a belly waker upper, actually. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. One more time. Inhale. And then exhale. Separate the handles out. You can keep the toes untucked in the back, or if this is not accessible to you, just sit on a block, sit on something, as long as you're comfortable. So we're just going to swim our arms out, dropping the heart, and then slowly coming back up. I'm actually going to go a little bit closer to the TRX. Inhale, wing the arms out. Lower the heart, lower the head. Exhale, slowly come back to center. Inhale, wing the arms out. Bow down, exhale. I'm not pinching in my shoulders. I'm really trying to engage the muscles underneath the armpits, the side of the body. So as you open up, try not to pinch your shoulders. You'll know it if you're pinching. You'll feel it. And so really recruit those other bigger muscles. And then exhale, slowly come back up. Beautiful. Come down to your bums. This is one of my favorite parts. I'm going to loop my feet into the handles of the TRX. And I've done this many times. And so I'm just going to send my feet up like this. Sorry. There you go. And the other side as well. I'm going to scoot a little closer. So my heels are down on the handles of the TRX. And so you might find that you need time to kind of make the adjustments right there. So I'm going to make my way down towards my back, bending my legs. And I feel this nice space happening in my lower back. And I can even just swing my legs. So imagine the TRX handles are the hands of another person, right? So you have your heels on them, you're trusting them to do the job, but you just open your arms and swing it side to side. You can even bring the feet in, relaxing in the lower back. I just love this. You can scoot forward if you want. Love it. It's part of like a Thai massage. Thai massage release at the lower back. Bring your feet in. Now this can be your last pose. For me, this is such a restorative pose. I'm gonna scoot a little lower. And I can just hang out here for a long time. Now you guys make your own adjustments. You can even adjust the TRX to be a little bit lower, or if you have longer legs, a little bit higher. So totally up to you. But I'm finding my nice Shavasana, my final resting place here, my final resting pose. And so I'm just gonna let the TRX do its job. I'm just gonna hang out here. Arms on either side of my hips. And let me find some little sway side to side because that's just matter. Lengthening the lower back. This just feels so good. I could stay right here for hours, so maybe take a nap right now. And if you guys feel that you can do that too, then no judgment. Go ahead and do that. Otherwise, everybody, take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, slowly sigh it out. Let's do a couple more times, just like that. Inhale. Exhale it out, please. One more time. Inhale in. And then exhale out. Beautiful. Lengthen the back of the neck. Soften the face, soften your breath. finding some soft breaths, maybe 1, 2, or 3 more. Inhale. And as you exhale, bend those legs. Lots of movement in the legs, the feet, the toes. A little bit swaying side to side. Oh my God, this just feels so good. And then remove your heels away from the TRX. Roll onto a side of your choice and gently push yourselves up. Find a nice seated position. Hands pressed together, prayer at the heart if that suits you. Otherwise, you can just drop your hands to the lap and bow your head down, keeping your spine long. Guys, I'm so honored to play around with the TRX with you today, or whatever suspension tool it is. Just know that my intention is for you to have fun, for you to learn something, and for you to enjoy your strengths and capitalize on them. I bow down to you. For now, I really hope that you check out my other classes as well. I have a lot of other class ideas, not just the TRX. So many ideas. Sky's the limit. For now, the light in me honors the light in you, which means Namaste from me to you. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a good rest of your day. Bye, and thanks. Take care.